Kevin, you motherfucking avatar. You better start the fucking after the show now, motherfucker. Avatar ass bitch.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Alrighty, here we go. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. It is a Friday with a big old weekend going on. Virginia gonna be hopping in the car and skedaddling her ass on over to the Big Easy.
Yes, running.
Yeah, Mardi Gras time, huh?
Yes, everybody's going, the whole family.
Whoa, when do you expect to be there?
Midnight tonight.
Wow. Okay, and then you go right to bed and then wake up in the morning? What's the schedule like?
Yeah, so we'll get there, go right to bed, wake up around 7, start with a piece of king cake and a fat mimosa, and then go down to the parade route around 9.
Okay.
Parades start rolling around 10, 11.
Wow. Okay, right in it, huh?
All day Saturday, parades.
Yeah.
All day Sunday, parades.
Do you get tired of the parades? Just being like more and more parades.
I love it.
Okay.
I know people on floats. So I know people in Endymion. I know people in Bacchus. I know people in Tux, Toth, Okeanos.
Okay.
So it's kind of exciting when you see somebody you know. You're like, ah, and then they throw you a bunch of fun stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. Who are these people?
So I've got friends from back home and then people from here. Matt Forrest. You know Matt Forrest.
Yeah.
He's riding in Bacchus.
Oh,
he's
that's
on
right.
Float 15.
Okay, yeah. He does that every year.
In the back, he's on the neutral ground side, which is where I stand. So it's perfect.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It'll be fun. It'll be a good time.
Good for you.
Good family time. My sister is out there right now. She's been out there holding our spot.
Oh,
so
okay.
She pays somebody to sleep there overnight in the spot.
Oh, wow.
And then she goes out at like 7 a.m. and just holds the spot.
How about that's what it takes, huh?
That's what it takes.
Damn.
It's a good idea.
It's the same people, though, that she says do it every year with her. So it's like a whole little community. She's like, oh, there's Joe in the background. He's holding his spot.
Oh, that's cool.
People buy each other coffee and breakfast. And a lot of people do start drinking at 7, 8 a.m. So
that's that New Orleans way, huh?
Your neighbors, like your Mardi Gras neighbors.
There's people drinking at 4A.
Yeah.
There is. There's always some werewolves out there.
Oh, werewolves love Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm. And then the French Quarter is packed, and those are typically the out-of-towners, and where you are is more the locals and the experienced crew?
Exactly.
Okay.
Where I am, it's all locals, and the French Quarter is mostly tourists. We do go to the French Quarter on Mardi Gras Day.
Okay.
We go there Mardi Gras Day, but Magnolia wants to bring her friends there, so I might be there a little more than I want to be.
Oh, okay. Taking out them college girls.
Yeah, we're going to have a car full of college girls.
Okay, fun.
Keeps you young.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. That's good. Now, Jbird, Denny's, myself, we are going to be at the 19th annual Taste of Little Italy at Tradition in Port St. Lucie. Got a question here from Rhonda. She said, what time are you going to be there? We'd won VIP tickets for tonight. It's my hubby's birthday. So we'll be there Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Pastaio meatball eating contest is at noon.
Yes.
Okay.
We need contestants still, don't we?
Yeah, if anybody wants to be in the meatball eating competition with Kevin and Jason and Denny's, it's going to be at noon. Get there around 11:30, but we'd love to get you signed up now.
Okay.
You can call us and sign up and be a part of it.
Because a lot of people talking some meatball shit and how great they are, the meatball machine. There's some guy from Miami saying he's Meatball Mark. He's supposed to come up, but I don't know.
The guy that won it last year is coming back to compete again. He'd defend his title. And there's a Pastaio gift card on the line and a big, huge trophy and bragging rights.
All right. I can see it. It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. Well, it is an old-fashioned Italian street festival. Features authentic Italian food, wine seminars, cooking demonstrations, shopping, festival rides, and games. So, looking forward to that. And getting some suggestions as well. Greg in the 772 said, Kev, if you come up to the Pizzle, you got to go check out Sailfish Brewery in Fort Pierce. They have phenomenal pepperoni, arugula, and hot honey pizza. Everything works so well together. Their beer is great. I've had the beer, and I've never been there. And I'd like to get there. We'll see how ambitious it is. I'll probably have some of my fam with me, so it's always winning them over to my projects. But if they're down, we'll try to make it. Bird, while in Stewart, try Ian and Kai's Pizza. Chicago Think Crust, it says. I don't know if that means thick or if there is a thick crust that makes you smarter.
I need that.
It could be thick. It could be thin.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's think together. It looks like Camille's Pizza that you love. Also, Uncle Giuseppe's has a great reputation, but I've not been there personally. Many friends rave about it. And,
I've been there before. It's good.
Okay, we'll look at the pie.
Nice.
That does look like a good pie. All about that. That's Ian and Kai's that I just showed there. Now, Mike, the creator of the infamous Virginia sausage photo, where he took that little sausage and made it all huge, he is good with his photoshopping. And yesterday we were talking about Denny's and Jbird wanting a new hairstyle and what would work with Denny's. And he's come up with some different options. Now, he took this photo where Denny's hair was a little bit longer, a little bit more to work with. And that is the original photo.
Okay.
You can see right there.
I like it. I do like Denny's with more of a bush.
Yeah, I like Denny's bush.
Yeah, well, we'd had a suggestion yesterday for Denny's to go more of like a crew cut. So he gave him that. That's what Denny's would look like with a crew cut.
I don't like it.
High and tight.
He looks like he wants to dry gulch me in the back of the fucking neck.
Yeah, Denny's isn't a fighter.
Yeah, it looks like a cocky dick there, doesn't it? Yeah.
He looks like he would sucker punch me.
Okay, guy, he's just so smart. He just like, yeah, I know shit you don't know.
That haircut makes him a dick.
I never would have thought I'd say this, but I think you're right. Denny's can absolutely not go that route. Yeah, he looks like a complete asshole right there.
It's a character betrayal.
I mean, he still looks handsome. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, handsome, but he's the kind of guy who's like, dude, I just banged your girlfriend. Look at that look.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what are you going to do about
You
it?
can't do anything about it.
And guess who's next? Your mother.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit.
And then I'll finish by banging you. Like,
Damn, Denny's.
this guy's really intense. It's got to be the haircut, man. It's got to be the haircut. Now, what about this? Denny's with a mullet. Now, that's kind of where I'm seeing fire with that one.
That's amazing.
I mean, I'm seeing fire with that.
I like it.
That one goes great.
I just want a little bit more product in the party part.
Okay. All right.
But so far, so good.
Yeah, I like the mullet's my favorite
Mullet
so far.
is the best.
Okay, what about Denny's with a mohawk? Denny's with a mohawk. If you're watching this here on YouTube. No?
See, he doesn't look like a dick there to me. He looks like one of those guys, hey, let's go. Come on. All right, let's be cool.
But he's also a tattoo artist on the weekend.
But he's chill. He's chill.
Very chill. Now, what about this? If he went metal hair.
Oh.
Long, curly.
Ooh. That's fun.
Yeah.
I want that hair.
I like it.
But it just looks like he's wearing a party wig.
It does.
But, still. What if Denny's kind of went a little bit more ethnic with his hair right there?
Oh, I like that, Denny's.
Yeah.
Don't hate that.
I don't know if his hair will do that, but if Denny's could grow a fro,
Okay.
that is nice.
What if he went a little bit kind of like Grease 1950s style?
Oh, shit. He's dangerous.
With
He's
that,
got a bouffant.
he looks like he's in, what was it, the Jets and the Sharks or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah, he looks like he's in some kind of New York City gang.
He can punch you out, but he also can dance really well.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. He's always got a comb in his back pocket.
1,000%.
But it's also a switchblade.
Yeah, you never know.
Depending on what kind of, what mood is he in?
I love it.
Okay, and what about Denny's with cornrows? If Denny's had cornrows,
I don't love it.
would that play?
It doesn't fit him.
No? Okay.
Doesn't look bad on him, though.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't look bad, but
Better know what on me.
my favorite's the mullet.
Favorite's the mullet, without a doubt. Then I kind of like Denny's.
The pompadour.
Yeah, the greasers. Yeah.
I like that too.
Okay.
Yeah, those
So-
are my top two Denny's. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. All right. Yeah.
He kind of looks like James Franco from that one movie, Spring Breakers.
Yep. All right. Some different looks there. We'll see. We also today had done ourselves a raise your hand poll. 75% of the show has opened the fridge and froze in deep thought. What causes that? And what were you going in there for? It's one of those things like how you walk into a room sometimes, like, why the hell did I walk in here? Is it the same kind of phenomenon?
I was hoping there'd be something in there that was awesome, but there's not. So I'm just like, ugh.
Okay.
I've done it at the grocery store, and it seems if there's something on my mind that if I'm in deep thought and I'm thinking about something, I'm going to fucking stare at a refrigerator, unfortunately.
Preoccupied.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not realize I'm doing it until I'm like, oh shit, you're at the grocery store, dude.
Get it together.
Yeah, get it together.
People are watching.
I see sometimes where I'll be in mid-decision and something enters my brain and it just freezes the whole thing, and then I just stand there. I think that's what it is. It's just your mind's drifted off to try to make another decision while you're in the middle of making another decision.
It happens.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what that's all about. I was the only one that didn't answer yes to that, and I think it's just because I don't have any food in my fridge. Or, I got my meals from Ideal Nutrition. That's the only thing that I have. And I just, like a robot, I know which one, because it's placed, so I know what my next meal is by the order that they're in. So I don't have to think it through. I just grab whatever's on top. I know where,
I've opened your fridge before and stood there in disbelief going, holy shit.
It's just a bunch of bottles of water. That's it.
Tumbleweeds.
Yeah, it's that, my Ideal Nutrition meals. That's
I
all you
can't
got.
imagine how you live.
It's actually pretty efficient. Pretty damn efficient. Yeah,
just
it's the
don't
two
get
things
it.
I need, my Ideal Nutrition meal and my water, and it's so simple.
I need a snack.
No, we don't.
need
we don't snack.
condiments.
No, we don't snack. We have condiments. We do have that.
I need stuff to like explore. I need a cheese drawer with 5 different cheeses.
There's nothing more exciting when you forget you bought something and it's in the freezer or refrigerator and you're hungry and you go, oh shit, that's right.
Yes.
Fresh bread pizza.
Okay. Yeah, see, I don't know this world that you all speak of.
Oh, it's so nice when you go and you find something that you forgot about and you're like, oh, sweet. I have all this extra brie cheese from our grilled cheese party. Mm-hmm. Oh, I had a party yesterday.
But I do admire your discipline and the fact that you're able to not even live in that world. That's something I wish I could achieve. But then I do love eating food and going down that world.
I can see it's whatever you want to do. I think it's got to fit for you. I don't do any unregulated eating for the most part. So it's just, I have what I want when I need it, and it's right there, and it's in order.
I talk about his food discipline a lot. Behind the scenes, away from the station, away from this world, it's almost as if they're tales.
He's a strong man, a superhero amongst men.
John's like, Kevin's house sounds so depressing. Yeah, it is. I mean, honestly, it's all set up for function. There's no frills. It's basically like I got to get through every day.
Does Cannon have some snacks?
No. I don't think so. You know what? It's a little bit different, though, because my mother-in-law, she hoards all of her stuff. So she's, in the back. And so she's got her own refrigerator there, and she's got her own snacks. And so I think Cannon has his stuff in there, and she gets stuff for him. So there's candy and there's things like that. So, so she is supplying him because we ain't buying that kind of nonsense.
Because if we're in a party, we got to party in Grandma's room.
Yeah, that's where you go. Go to Grandma's room. You'll find what you want. All the processed food you can handle. She does all of her shopping at Walmart. That's like her big thing. She gets so excited. Like Saturday morning, she goes off to Walmart. I mean, it is a to-do. So.
Yeah, it's so funny. My dad gets so jacked up to go to Walmart.
Yeah.
He gets so excited. And the weird thing, too, is he helps Walmart out. If there's stuff on the floor, he helps organize their shelves. I'm like, Dad, this is weird,
You
man.
could be there all day if you're helping Walmart out because every other aisle has a problem.
I know, and he loves doing it. And I go, well, why? He's like, I don't know. I just really like doing it.
Yeah.
I go, you should get a job there.
Get out. You feel like you got a purpose. It's leisurely. Seems like it all makes sense. And then raise your hand if you've ever been caught watching porn. Jbird was the only one that kind of answered to that one.
I know people think I'm just always there just jacking it and watching porn.
Yeah.
I only got busted one time, and it was from my brother. He's always busted me doing shit. It was a while ago, and I thought he saw me. So I just said, dude, I'm watching porn. I just
You confessed.
I confessed when I probably shouldn't have. And I'm like, yeah, I'm watching porn. I'm tugging it. He's like, all right, brother. All right. Just heard the door close. But I don't think he knew. I think I freaked out and I gave him.
You ratted yourself?
I did. I ratted myself.
In the throes of passion?
I sure did. I thought he saw it all.
Now, this is kind of an interesting story. One of the Snack Pack made the news on CBS 12. It says here, Lake Park homeowner Jimmy Altman says a rotting utility pole snapped on July 30th of 2025 after a semi-truck caught low-hanging wires, setting the power lines into his yard, sparking a small fire and causing about $30,000 in damage to his fence, boat, and truck. Altman says he warned FP&L and AT&T for more than a year that the leaning termite-infested pole needed replacement, but each company referred him to the other.
Wow.
AT&T, which owned the pole, said it was inspected in April 2024 and deemed structurally sound and later denied liability. FPL said it did not own the pole or the line involved, though its crews replaced the pole after the incident. Altman's insurance claims were denied, and he remains in a dispute over who is responsible.
What a pain in the ass.
This sucks, too. I don't know if you've seen the damage of what this pole has done.
What a shame.
It is pretty messed up.
Yeah, that is kind of messed up. I assume it was probably one of those, like, on your side type of things, because it sounds like he's been getting jerked around by two massive companies.
He needs help.
That are not taking responsibility, because it's got to be somebody's stuff, and they all seem to be conveniently coming in for a second and then bouncing out a second later.
I've been in those problems before where there's two other parties involved and they both keep going, they did it, nope, they did it, and you keep going back and forth, and they send you on a fool's errand, and it starts to break you down mentally, man, especially when something like that causes so much money and you had it's not your fault.
It's a shame you have to go to the TV and to the news and make a big deal of it and shame them publicly before they do the right thing. But damn, if the pole was infested with termites and then it fell over, that's on you guys.
That's kind of...
And he called you and told you the pole was infested with termites and y'all didn't come fix it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is pretty messed up to have that kind of situation. And a lot of times here we are powerless, and then they always say, well, just get an attorney. And that, I found out, that's just not a realistic game, because if you want to go and fight those guys, first of all, they have so much money and they have so many attorneys. And a lot of times they just stall the game out. They know that they can bleed you dry, saying, okay, how much could this person, so they're already out $30,000 for their fence.
And their boat.
And they said, and they got to just be like, look, if we could run $200,000 out of attorney fees out of this individual, like, they'll just give up.
Well, I know an attorney they can use. Top Dog.
Yes, right? We got to get Top Dog to take this pro bono.
Pro bono Top Dog.
Pro bono Top Dog. How many pro bono cases are you taking?
Give my boy Klepto that hype speech you give in the commercial, and let's get this done.
No guarantee of ever winning. Got to get in disclaimers. Got one from Jeremy here. Would you rather, include Denny's here too, would you rather win $1 million now or have a 50% chance to win $100 million?
Give me the money now.
Yeah, I agree. I am very much one of those bird in the hand kind of people, because you can mess around all day long. I'm like, no, you know what?
I can walk out there and get hit by a bus.
Yeah.
Believe me, it hurts.
You take what the world is giving you right now. And that's just it. You got to go for it, because, you know, pushing stuff down the road, you don't know about tomorrow. Take today.
Especially a winning like that.
Yeah.
Take the deal and fix what you got to fix.
Take the deal and throw an epic rager and just party your tits off.
Okay. And then get a boob job afterwards?
Yeah.
What's left?
Yeah. I get a great tit job.
Yeah. Guess you probably should. They say the average American's commute is worth $8,158 a year. That's not including gas. So it's just how much the average worker would get if they were paid for all that time commuting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they said it's basically $37 an hour times 223 hours a year is how they came to that number. So-
223 hours we spend in traffic or traveling to and from work. That's a lot.
Oh, my shit has sucked all week. I've had to pay to come to work. I've had to pay to leave to work. I'm out a couple $100 just to go to work.
You haven't fixed your flat tire?
I haven't been able to.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I think that honestly is the thing. You know, when you talk about commuting and how much it takes, and there are less jobs that are now so willing to let you work from home and have that flexible schedule because more companies now are like, nah, we want everybody in house.
Everybody's got to come back. We realize that y'all weren't doing y'all's work. We can't trust you on the honor system at home.
Yeah. But, you know, that's almost something if you're negotiating those terms and they're like, you got to come in. If you kind of knew that, you could take an average of whatever you make per hour times what your commute is and say, okay, well, to work here, in a sense, it is costing me this amount of money. That should be part of your negotiation. Say, if I can't work remote, it's one or the other.
Yeah.
Either pay me $8,158 or let me work remote sometimes so that I can curb that cost. Because it does have, your time is money.
Some people are doing like a hybrid.
Yeah, I know. And some people will do that. But, you never know what you're going to get.
Every place is different.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy said, I want Jason or Josh to check out Movie 43 and get back to me. It's on Tubi.
Okay, I will.
Movie 43.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what they said, Movie 43. Teresa in Pompano said, Kevin, I'd like to thank you for your advice on just not answering the door anymore and just not caring. People are always coming to ask me to get coconuts out of my tree or to sell me AT&T, even though they see a giant-ass Comcast pickup in my yard. Today, I didn't have the energy for the BS, so when a salesperson came to the door, I looked right at him through the window, and I went back to work. Then he waved at me, so I waved back, put in my earbuds, and went back to work. He scribbled something down on his pad and hurried down the street. I didn't feel bad at all, like I thought I would. Great advice, and appreciate you for it. I used the time I saved not answering the door and telling him no to type you this email.
Aw, I love that.
Thank you, Tris. Always good hearing from you.
Yeah.
I think that really is it. Sometimes you got to look at things, and if you're raised all proper and to be kind and that kind of stuff, you're just like, well, that's just not right. But, look, we're in a different game, and you've just really got to claim ownership of your time, because that's the one thing I've realized. If you don't, everyone else on planet Earth has no problem spending it for you, and they will just keep taking from you and taking from you. And
Sucking.
The power of no, you've got to say, no, this is my time and I need to spend it. It's really the only resource. You cannot put a price tag on it. That's about the only thing I have in common with rich people. We all have limited time. There's nothing they can do about it, and there's nothing I can do about it. So that time is it. That is a commodity that we are spending at the same rate, and when it's gone, baby.
Most of the time, I would not agree with this, but every now and then, if you're in a dicky mood, it can be a blessing. Every now and then, because it gives you a little bit. If you don't give a fuck in the moment, and normally, like you're saying, because you don't want to be rude, and now you're going to be there for 15 minutes because you're raised not to be rude. If you're a little dick for a second, I'm not going to answer the door. Bye, gotta go.
Well, I look at my home as like my refuge. It's like the sanctuary. It's like peaceful, and I don't want anybody messing with that. And if it's somebody trying to sell me something, I don't want it. Whatever I want, I've already gone and bought.
Well, no means no, motherfucker. When I say no, walk away and we're good. But if you try to do your sales pitch and out Jedi mind trick me, it's not gonna ever work.
You don't have to answer the door. It's your house, it's your time, it's your life. Let them knock, and who gives a shit?
Yeah. No,
I like growling now. Going to the door.
You sound like a dog.
That's what you do.
They're going to think it's just the pet.
Or they're going to think it's just some weird man growling. That'll get on my camera.
I'm getting to the point as well that I am having too many messages to get to them. And sometimes they're even personal texts. And I do feel bad about that. But it's the end of the day. I'm like, look, you got to sleep, dude. So there's just sometimes I've kind of gotten to that point now where I'm just not responding to certain text messages. And I do feel bad about it. But it's just there's so much. And that's why, when I have this chance, I try to talk to people about brevity. Because, we always try to do that. You got to condense messages, all that kind of stuff. And so if I ever have an ask on somebody or I'm presenting something to someone, I try to make it as streamlined and easy as possible. I'm like, I may have 5 seconds for them to glance at this. So I have to have something that you can ingest, or at least in the first 5 seconds, you'd be like, I want to see what the rest of it is. Because you were telling me, Jbird, and this is rough too, if somebody leaves you a voice message and they're like, and they're meandering all over the place, and then the meat of it is 2 minutes in, and then the way to get a hold of them again, and you don't have their number or their email or whatever your call to action is, and that's 3 minutes in.
It stood out to me because of that Blake Lively voicemail, or the voice memo, not a voicemail. It's basically like them sending you a text with the voice note, and this was from somebody. They could have made this a 7-second voice memo, and it was about 3 minutes long, and it went up and down with all kind of emotions.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, what in the fuck?
You know, the way I look at it, and maybe it's because I treat others the way I want to be treated. Whenever you present something to somebody, you are giving them a time ask. That is asking of their time and their attention, which is about the most valuable thing possible. And you can really be polite by you curbing the time. For instance, when people ask me a question, these are the things I don't respond to. They have asked me a question they could easily Google because I'm going to have to do the exact same thing. You don't get a response to that. I'm like, no, you know what? I'm not going to bail you out. You've just given me an assignment that you could have done just as easy as I could. It tells me that my time's not as valuable as yours. So I'm not going to respond. Like, you're not getting a response on that. That's just gone.
I weight the person in my life, and then I assess whether or not I'm going to respond.
Well, I think everybody does that, right?
I will give you a number rating in my head from 1 to 10. 10 is priority, 1 is not. Where do you fall?
Well, you know, there are sometimes what people will do is they'll keep hitting you with a bunch of nonsense.
Right. And then once you've hit me 3 times with nonsense, I got to tell you, you're going to get a real slow response from me.
Right. And I hate to do it. If they ever came back, I'd be blunt. I'd be honest. Well, honestly, you're hitting me with too much stuff. I don't have time to sit here and respond to everything you're sending me. I glance at it, but, you know, so I say this because I think there are a lot of people that are out there. We're all this way, where if you're sending these messages, think through your message before you send them or before you leave them. Brevity is your friend, and there needs to be a limit on how many characters you use in your texts and how much time you take up in your voice messages.
Don't be no goofy, long-winded.
Well, don't figure it out when you're on the message, which a lot of people do. Most people are like, hey, when it hits beep, that's when I think it through. If I'm calling and I'm getting to leave you a message, I'm like, okay, I got the script in my head. I know exactly what I'm going to say. I'm going to try to wrap this bitch up in 10 seconds.
I love that.
Well, and I think that's really what you got to do. So I'm kind of letting people know because what happens, people get all upset and they put the blame on the other person. I'm saying sometimes you got to look at yourself and say, what did you have to contribute into this? When you're leaving these long ass messages and you got somebody that just doesn't have that kind of time, it's not necessarily all their fault that you get a response back.
You left me a 3-minute big breath message.
Right.
It wasn't even that I couldn't have the time to deal with it. It just wasn't getting to the point. It started to annoy me.
You broke my brain.
It did. It broke my brain.
And some of this you could have Googled.
And it wasn't a good situation either. And it was a long-winded bullshit fucking problem that I didn't want to deal with.
Yeah. Well, that's it too. And you got to figure when you are sending someone a request, sometimes you might be asking them to do something. And how difficult is that request you just given them? How time consuming is it? How big of an ask it is? And then you got to look, a lot of relationships are quid pro quo, unless you're talking about your family or whatever, where it's like, okay, I guess you get unlimited asks.
Transactional.
Yeah, most things really are. And you have to say, okay, how much value have I been adding to this person's life? Because I'm asking a lot of them. Is this an unbalanced relationship? And I think a lot of us say, look, I am giving a lot more than I'm getting out of this thing.
And I agree with Virginia, because I do think it's okay to, if it's in an inner circle, your family, your loved ones, sometimes they need to get something off their chest. And you, in that inner circle, as a good friend or good person or whatever, will give them a shot of letting it, but that's a pecking order.
Right.
The person that hit me up was someone I don't even know that well. So I'm just like, good gosh.
You know what? Keep pecking. Because I've got a lot going on this phone, and I do prioritize.
Yeah, well, And that makes sense because I got the message. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this shit tonight.
And if you call me and you tell me in February that you have an event that you want KVJ to host in February, guess what? It's not going to happen. So many last minute requests have come in recently, and I'm like, do these people think that we don't plan ahead? I'm planning for 2027 currently.
No, that's it. I think that society's sped up so much that, this is a little bit of a lesson that maybe if you mentally haven't caught up and realize how things are working and how a lot of people that are busy operate, this is kind of a little bit of a lesson to, check yourself to say if you're always getting frustrated that no one seems to return my messages or whatever, then maybe you need to kind of do your own little boot camp and think it through and say, why is that? Why am I not getting the responses I want? Why am I not getting, the attention?
Am I too late asking? Am I asking for too much?
Right.
Do I not realize my value in this relationship?
Yeah.
If we have a transactional relationship going, you better know your value in it.
And if you've got an ask, it might be good if you can plant a give before you go for the ask.
You should always be given.
Yeah.
You should always be given.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just heads up on some stuff. This is all a lot of stuff I had to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out life daily, but these are some things I'm like, just kind of realized over the last couple of years, even my time and attention's changed like everybody else's has.
Yes.
What did you say?
It's all changing. Suggestion for you from Jackie. Tell Virginia to try Celexa for your hot flashes. Mine are almost non-existent now.
Celexa.
And it sounded like yours were up and down. You thought you'd gotten rid of them, then they crept back a bit.
Yeah, they did. I was trying one medicine, then another medicine, and now I'm just like freeballing it. I'm just trying raw dog, no medicine.
I've heard of Celexa before.
Celexa.
Is that what you said?
I think so.
Did you take it?
Let me look.
How's your hot flashes?
Well, sometimes some medicine can be dual. You know what I'm saying? They can have different purposes, but do different things.
Celexa treats depression.
Yeah, is it an SSRI?
I don't know. I'm done saying the email, and I don't know anything.
Yeah, it says it's for depression.
I don't even know what an SSRI is.
I'm not taking that. Okay, here's the deal. I want to take less medicine. I don't even like taking Tylenol. I don't like taking Advil. I don't like taking any of it. That's why I stopped. I found that medicine that was like curing the hot flashes, but then I looked it up and it was like, may cause significant liver damage. I was like, oh no, all these people in the trials had significant liver damage. So everything that you take comes with side effects, and you just better be prepared for those because the side effects could be worse long-term than just having a hot flash here and there.
Okay. Your husband has asthma, right?
He does.
I had somebody that I never heard of this before. They never had asthma before they got COVID.
It's long. It's long issue.
Yeah. So they got COVID in 2020 and they now have asthma. They'll come up, and especially when it gets cold, it's bad. And they said that somebody had given them that medicine. I see commercials for it. It's called Trelegy. It's a COPD medicine. It's like a little powder you inhale. She's like, oh my gosh. She's like, it just changed my day. And my mom has the COPD really bad, did it, and she was up the next day doing stuff she hadn't done in years.
Wow.
And she's like, what was that? And I see the ads for it.
Just don't get nervous when someone goes, where's my cocaine? Oops, wrong.
That's what she said. Yeah,
it looks like cocaine.
Yeah, they're from Hialeah. Her mom's from Hialeah. She said, "Do you give me cocaine?" Because mom was up and moving, man.
That's funny. Yeah, it's amazing what oxygen will do for your mood and your blood flow and your just everything. If you're not breathing right, I watch my husband he struggles.
That's rough,
and it makes him lethargic and sad and like everything.
Well, it's all kind of going together. And
it is.
If you have any kind of ailment that's nagging, even with our sweet Denny's, his sinuses would get so bad, and I don't have bad sinuses, so I didn't walk that mile in his shoes. It would be very tough for him, and I know sinuses isn't the death or anything, but
that's breathing too. That's oxygen too.
Your quality of life goes down.
That's very much tied to all those things: being lethargic, being brain foggy. When you're not getting proper oxygen in your blood and in your lungs,
Yep.
It's going to fuck you up.
Yeah. So if you want to breathe better, have more energy, try Trelegy or cocaine. Both are very effective powders.
Do you want to clean your house from top to bottom?
Oh, yeah.
I do. Give me the fucking cocaine.
All right, you guys, enjoy your weekend wherever it might be. We'll see you back here on Monday and on the Treasure Coast this weekend. Goodbye.